1MDB has sparked embezzlement and money laundering investigations across
one of the
at least
biggest
10
corruption
countries.
scandals the world has ever seen.
What may be the biggest financial scam in history.
A number of corrupt 1MDB officials treated this public trust as a personal bank account.
Follow us as we bring you into the courtroom where the biggest financial scandal in Malaysian history is being heard. It's Wednesday evening, 17th February 2021, and you're listening to the latest update from today's 1MDB trial by the Malaysian Insight. I'm Patrick Teo. I do not know. I simply do not know. That was former 1MDB CEO Muhammad Hazem Abdul Rahman's recurrent reply as the defense prepared a line of questions on the nitty-gritty of 1MDB and Aabar's joint venture. Ex-Prime Minister Najib Razak is currently on trial for 4 charges of abuse of power and 21 charges of money laundering involving 2.28 billion ringgit in public funds. Defense lawyer Wan Izzuddin Wan Muhammad resumed his cross-examination with Hazem, the 10th prosecution witness in the 1MDB trials. The topic again revolved around the 1MDB and Aabar's joint venture, mainly for the Tun Razak Exchange (TRX) project that eventually was not fulfilled. Yesterday, Hazem had repeatedly informed the court that he had no active role in it. Today, his stance remained. Wan Izzuddin asked, "Can you confirm from your knowledge if there was a discussion between investment banking company Goldman Sachs, 1MDB and its shareholder, Minister of Finance Incorporated, in relation to the letter of support?" Hazem said yes, but he was not privy to the meetings, only that it was not held in the 1MDB office. The former CEO said it mainly involved Jasmine Lu Ai Swan, the 1MDB General Counsel, Terence Gay Cho Heng, the Executive Director of Finance, and Azmi Tahir, the Chief Financial Officer. Whereas with the Goldman Sachs representatives, Hazem had no idea who. He said he was not briefed about the details. However, he was aware that several Finance Ministry officials were not agreeable to the terms by Goldman Sachs on the letter of support. Yet, in light of that, Hazem didn't do anything. Wan Izzuddin asked, "When it comes to the negotiation, the primary party of the discussion is Goldman Sachs?" Hazem said yes. The lawyer continued going through the papers in relation to the joint venture with Hazem. From the documents, there is no mention that the finance minister directed anybody. Hazem agreed. You would also agree that there was no such thing as a top-down decision where the information came straight from the finance minister to his officials? Hazem said, yes, based on this document, yes. There was no mention of Joe Low referring to the fugitive financier Low Tek Joe anywhere in the internal memorandum of the joint venture to the cabinet paper? Hazem agreed. You would agree that the ultimate decision to agree and disagree to the proposal was based on the cabinet's deliberation and the ministers agreed to the memorandum? Hazem agreed again. The court heard that the Finance Ministry alerted the Attorney General after the letter of support was issued. The lawyer, however, did not delve deeper after Hazem said he knew nothing about it. The lawyer also brought up that the director's circular resolution seemed to suggest that the 1MDB Board of Directors gave exclusive power to the chairman and CEO for actions including signing the said joint venture. Hazem answered he was kept out of the loop. He claimed that most of the documents that Wan Izzuddin brought up were seen for the first time during the course of the trials. Before the hearing ended for the day, Najib's lead lawyer Muhammad Shafi Abdullah appealed for his client to be allowed to go and show support for his wife Rosma Mansor tomorrow morning. the court will be announcing whether to acquit her or call her to enter her defense in her corruption case relating to the solar hybrid project for 369 rural schools in Sarawak. Judge Colin Lawrence O'Cara permitted the accused's request and said that tomorrow's 1MDB trials will start right after. Thank you for listening. This podcast was brought to you by the Malaysian Insight. It was written by Hayley Chong Wee Kee, and I'm Patrick Teo.